Do you want to remove some of your bad habits or wish to add good habits? It could be anything like using less time on the internet, having a proper sleep cycle, or regularly doing exercise, or developing a habit of reading books, eating healthy, and staying fit, or even saving money. But most of us are unable to achieve it. We try for some time and then give up, and eventually believe that change is hard. Consider New Year resolutions, for instance, which almost always fail. On an average, we make same resolution 10 years in a row without success. So all of these instances make us believe that changing is like climbing the Everest. But contrary to popular opinion, change is not hard and it doesn't have to be that painful. By using the Kaizen philosophy, we can change our habits in fun and easy way. That too from today itself. This video will break all the myths and make you a completely different person. You just have to watch this till the end and apply this. And to make it even more effective and memorable, consider sharing this video with your friends and help spread the knowledge as well. So let's understand what Kaizen is and कैसे इस philosophy ने कई businesses and individual lives को transform किया है. Kaizen is a Japanese word which means change for the better or continuous improvement. It involves taking very small actions consistently. The actions are so small that it doesn't seem significant at the moment. Many companies like Toyota have used it a lot to get massive success, and it also helped individuals shape their life. So if you want to reduce the caffeine intake from tea or coffee, don't just stop it suddenly. Otherwise you'll have a headache and you will start again. Just take one less sip every day. That's it, one less sip. If you want to build muscles, don't go to the gym and work out for 1 hour on the very first day. Just start with one push-up. Just one. And if you wish to run, just start today with only 1 minute on treadmill. If you want to save money, just reduce one thing which you need the least from the shopping cart from the next time. Or if you receive pocket money, just save 50 rupees every time and keep it aside from your expenses. And if you want to write a book someday, start with writing only half a page every day. You won't make the action so small that you have no reason not to do it. Make it very simple and very easy. It could feel embarrassing and like a joke, but this is how change works. You need to set the goal so low that you laugh about even thinking of not doing it. You might think this will not work, and you need to work very hard to achieve any big results. And this is because we have believed in these myths about change. We think change is hard and we must take big and painful steps to get big results. अगर struggle नहीं किया तो मेहनत कैसी? The reason we have these myths is because we have always heard things like बड़ा सोचो, बड़े कदम लो, small तो losers के लिए होता है, and so on. We get motivated by these lines and try to take extreme steps but fail to achieve any. The fundamental reason why this works is because our brain doesn't like change. Our brain resists a sudden change, a new behavior. The amygdala in our brain creates fear when we make changes, and since Kaizen involves taking very small steps, our brain doesn't feel like it is changing. There is no fear and hence no excuse not to do it. And the magic lies in consistency. Taking one less sip every day will reduce your want for tea or coffee in few weeks and you will get rid of it. Running 1 minute on treadmill will eventually make you run long distances. Doing one push-up will eventually make you do various exercises comfortably. Saving very small amounts of money will eventually compound and grow. So I am also using Kaizen to improve my sleep cycle. I have been a night owl and had a habit of sleeping late at night and getting up late in the morning. And just like everyone, I used to say कि आज से जल्दी उठूंगा. But that day never came. And it was like an infinite loop. I could never make this a permanent habit until I read this book. Now using the Kaizen philosophy, I just sleep 5 minutes earlier than the previous night and get up 5 minutes before. And this change is so small that it's almost insignificant to notice. I can't sleep 3 or 4 hours early suddenly, but I can easily sleep 5 minutes early. If you also want to improve your sleep cycle, try this. Now, we need to do these 4 things to get the most out of Kaizen. Number 1. Ask small questions. What shapes our lives are the questions we ask and the questions we refuse to ask. When we ask small questions, we become conscious and focused on that thing. And since it's a small question, we will take immediate action to achieve it. So for instance, if you think you drink less water, ask yourself, what is the one way I can remind myself of drinking more water? Or to make your day even more productive, ask, what one small thing can I add to my daily routine to make it more productive? Or what one thing can I start doing to make myself more fit? Or to boost your career, just ask, what small step can I take towards reaching my goal? When we ask small questions, we don't wake amygdala, which is responsible for a feeling of fear and threat. Many organizations create a feedback box and ask their employees about what small thing they can do to improve the business and make it more productive, and this has given great results. Number 2. Think small thoughts. The technique of mind sculpture involves thinking small thoughts which will help you develop new social, mental, and even physical skills just by imagining yourself performing them. Mind sculpture takes the advantage of neuroscience, which suggests that the brain learns best in very small increments. Michael Phelps also used the mind sculpture technique. During his training for 2008 Olympics, his coach asked him to practice this in bed and instructed to picture himself hearing the signal, pushing the block, and gliding powerfully through the water. And although in the real event he had water in his goggles, he brought gold for the 8th time in the Beijing Olympics. So imagine yourself doing what you want to do before actually performing it. If you want to become a good public speaker, begin by picturing how will you start the speech, how will the audience react, what will your personality look like, what will you wear, and so on. This will give you a huge boost at the time of actual execution and you will be much confident and strong. Number 3. Take small actions. Few years ago, I was too lazy to use the stairs and always used the elevator. Sometimes I used the stairs, but it could never become a habit. Since my house is way above, I had to climb a lot of steps, so it was already discouraging. Then I decided to take small actions. Instead of using stairs to reach the 6th floor, I started with just going till the 1st floor, then used the elevator. In few days, I became habitual of climbing stairs till the 1st floor. Then I used the stairs till 2nd floor, and so on. Within few weeks, I became habitual of using stairs rather than elevator without feeling lazy. And honestly, I used to feel very lazy to make these videos as well, as it seemed such an humongous task to achieve. But then I broke down the process in few small steps. Part 1, read the book. Part 2, prepare the script. Part 3, find stock footage. Part 4, do voiceover. And Part 5, edit. And just by doing this, the whole process seemed so structured and achievable. This is also the reason why things like Pomodoro technique work. You don't have to study for long periods at once. Rather, study for 25 minutes and take 5 minutes break, and you can slowly increase it to more comfortable time in study sessions. So if you want to achieve something big, simply break it down into small and easy actions. And finally, number 4, solve small problems. Now, we all have done some mistakes, but most of those mistakes could have been avoided if we would have noticed the small problems getting born. For instance, one day you realize that you have a lot of backlog to complete, which could have been avoided if you noticed some pending homework and completed it then itself. So just like small actions eventually become big results, similarly small problems pile up to become huge mistakes. Start noticing small problems and solve it every day. So if you have a problem with extensive usage of internet, solve it by reducing the amount by 2 minutes every day and replace that time with some good habit, like reading a book. This way eventually you'll reduce your bad habit and meanwhile also develop a good habit forever. And if you do all this, don't forget to reward yourself for achieving those results. No matter how small they are, it's an achievement. So these were the core highlights from the book Kaizen, how small steps can bring massive results. Here is a quick takeaway from the video so that you start applying from today itself. And if you want to develop the habit of reading books, why not start with this book itself? If you're interested in reading the book, the link is given below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
I wish that you